area.
Oh boy.
What's your take on it? You can be candid.
The gig life.
The gig.
I don't know, man. I got a lot of my vocabulary stricken before. I know there was already one drop, so I could drop about 37 more. Can I just deflect? Can I deflect the thing about the music scene and just talk about my deadbeat dad?
No, we already had one of those interviews. We can't have.
So no, man. Something about it. I mean, I played a lot in Dallas and Deep Ellum and stuff like that. I've actually retracted being so out and visible in the public eye.
I feel like all of us go through that, man. Yeah.
But it's for a specific reason, because I feel like there's I've been coming out there for years, and there's been this plateau for some reason where I've noticed, and I don't ever want to like put specific artists or anything or whatever on blast, but I mean it's infected the entire community of this weird thing where there's a misrepresentation of a lot of things where people just don't know what they're involved in, and a lot of things are like spiraling out a little bit too, revolving around the Dallas Entertainment Awards and stuff like that, like things that should being represented as certain things, and also a lot of just stupidity, in the music scene and what people can classify it in, like advocating for certain things and people gravitating towards certain things and thinking they're hip with some sort of categorized notion being put forth. And then beyond that, there's also just this non-advancement of anything, which is kind of weird. I feel like
there's a ceiling.
I can mention a couple of bands if I wanted to, that when I feel I've seen them 6 or 7 years ago and they're still stuck there. And it feels like almost like you're in purgatory, where you go to a jam and you see them do the exact same thing over and over again. Yeah. And it's the most, and you're like, are you still missing the one? Are you still missing, like, what are you? Yeah. Like, I was 6 years ago, man. You're still screwing this up somehow to where we are having to track this. And like I said, people's mentality overall, it's an immature game out there, man. So I've taken a lot of step back and kind of focused on, doing a lot more studio stuff if I can this year in particular, because the public nominated me twice for Best Experimental Act in Dallas. Yeah, Experimental Noise Act.
Dallas Entertainment
Awards. So I got nominated publicly for that. It wasn't like a self-inflicted thing where I did it myself. It was just like people observation. They just did it. And then by the end of it, the people that had actually received those awards that weren't even remotely in that category. Like I listened to I did my homework. I understood the assignment. I went out and I listened to my competitors, and both times they were not experimental noise musicians, like live acts. Their whole thing was like have an experimental live act that's based around noise and experimentalism. And like even one of them, I think he only did one gig in Dallas the entire year of last year. Oh wow, which is crazy. And I've had several. You know what I mean? Like I've been hard at work, and like 10 of out of the 10 albums I released last year, I think 8 of them were live performances, and then I had several more that were actually backlogged that I never released, and I recorded every one of them, but I had a lot of them in Dallas and stuff like that, so it's really weird to see the clicks also, like the click behavior. It's insulting to a degree, and rumors and
I was going to ask you if you're part of the click.
No, I'm actually, so in wrestling, they have a term, and this is me, I'm not breaking kayfabe, but basically, in wrestling, they have the term kayfabe, where it's like they have the part of their imagination of what's being fueled is like supposed to be taken as real. I don't break that in my realm, but I don't have a clique that I fit in. I'm kind of on the outsides. I'm in the boundaries and outlaw of it all, and I'm actually considered kind of the heel. And in wrestling, they have the heel and the face. The heel's like the bad guy. Sometimes people can be the fans of the bad guy, of course, because, Stone Cold Steve Austin in the 90s, he was like one of the greatest heels of all time. But everyone loved him when he was like, even though that he was a face, he was still a heel, and then he turned ultra heel whenever he went to the corporate side. But so basically, I'm not the people's favorite choice for most things, but I kind of just go in there and I wreck shit and leave. That's I follow his motto as well: arrive, raise hell, leave. That's what I do. And I tend to not get into too many conversations with a lot of people when I'm there, and I'm an outsider with my group of people. So